Alrighty. Give me 1 second, everybody. Alright, perfect. So, hello again, and welcome to Kareniya's room again. If you're here to watch this, maybe you're watching the VOD, I don't know, that's probably more likely than anything else. We are going to be doing more Genshin tonight. So today, I put this off for a little bit, but we are doing the 5.1 patch, and which means new Archon quest. I told you I would be doing this, so that's what we're going to do. So let's go right into here and load in, shall we? Now, the graphics are going to be a little bit weaker because I'm streaming. I don't want to overload my system with it. We could probably increase that, but at the very least, yeah, I'll bump it up. Some things it doesn't really matter. I don't care. Well, if anything goes wrong, I'll lower it, but for now we'll keep it at medium. Just test the waters a little bit. Jesus. It has been a little bit since we've streamed this. That's just now it's naturally going to be. And I said I would stream the Archon quest, and I always will. So if you want to stay by, that's perfectly fine. We are only going to be streaming the first part tonight, which is the Act 3, I believe it is. Because I think there's Act 3 and 4 currently out. But I'm only going to be doing 3 tonight because these things tend to last hours. So, and it's already midnight. You like the thumbnail, by the way? Took the new character, Shilonen, I think is how they pronounced her name. Just stretched her out. I was too lazy to come up with a thumbnail. This is kind of an impromptu thing. Alright. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last one, but I do have Mualani. You know. And I love her. She's a lot of fun. So, we have started from this point right here. If you're wondering what this is a new boss that was added in this patch, which, what is the name of this thing? It is called the Secret Source Automaton Configuration Device. Nice. I know that we have new Imaginarium Theater. I'm not too big on the Imaginarium Theater. So we don't have too much to do before we hop into the quest. I'm just going to claim my expeditions and do my really quick daily commissions, and then we will get on to the quest.
Add Astro.
So let's just skip through here, get our stuff. Beautiful. Alright. Go ahead and claim art. I'm not even worried about the battle pass right now. I really... Do we have anything for the... Yeah, we do have for the mail. I already did that, so don't worry about that. And nothing else is important. Let's do our quests real quick. Looks like we have this guy, a couple Fontanians. Okay. Don't really care. To be honest with you, I don't really care about these people. Okay. I'm trying to think if it matters that I think there might be an achievement behind these. I don't remember which one I did first. I think I did the Children of Echoes, so we'll do Scions of the Canopy. Alright, buddy. Let me just get this on the quick thing. I haven't even done the new event yet. I've been very busy doing other stuff. Like keeping up with all the anime that's come out. Which, if you were watching this video, or if you're watching the stream, did you like the new video? I think there is a lot that, you know, I could have easily covered in the most recent... Oh my god. In the most recent video. And there's a lot of good shows here, I'll tell you that. But I just didn't quite mention them. Right now, one that I'm going to really mention, I know this is not really pointing to Genshin at the moment, but if you have not seen Negative Positive Angler, it's a fishing anime. I'd really recommend that one. That was one that wasn't in my video. I didn't really know about it, but so far the 2 episodes that are out, top quality stuff. I really enjoy it. Of course, with all the other stuff that I mentioned in the video too is also good. Let's just skip through this anyway. Don't really care about what's going on here. I just want to finish this so that we can hurry up and do the Archon quest.
Need a surfboard?
And if you are not a Mualani haver, you will be hearing need a surfboard a lot if you use English. So keep that in mind. Drives me crazy. Alright, blah 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 blah. Yeah, give me my money. I have things to do. Very nice. Let me just check something on the stream itself real fast. I am missing my images. That's not great. Let me just really quickly go here through OBS and see if this does anything. Okay, hold on. Order, move up. That doesn't mean anything. Order, move up. Okay, logo. And where's my other thing, which should be up here? I guess I don't have that anymore. Okay. Or maybe I just kind of screwed up the order. Okay, no, we do have it. We still have the GIF. Perfect. Okay. That's our little details, but I think I'm... there's nothing really important on this side of the screen. I'll leave it up. Alright, let's continue. Got a time trial challenge. It's over here. So, our challenge, what is it? We have to fight some people. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to playing Mualani, so just watch, I guess.
Stabilize.
Nice and spicy.
Get done with this. That's big burst damage. So is that. There we go, just like that.
Off we go.
She's very powerful. My build is probably nothing fantastic, which let me show you, by the way. So we're rocking 42,000 HP, 1200 attack, pretty decent, 72, 193. I say it's a fairly good ratio. A little bit of energy recharge, what you want. I don't have any hydro damage. It is what it is. I did manage to get her weapon, Surf's Up. Very nice. Got her on the Obsidian Codex, which apparently is the right set for her. I have a full 5-piece, surprisingly. C0, and we are maxed out here and almost maxed out here. Very brief summary for you guys. Alright. Let's go here. I want to get these done really quick, and then we'll claim our Primo Gems, and then we will start the Archon quest. I very much promise. So, we fly down here. You like the new pet, by the way, in the corner here. This is the anniversary pet that it gives us, the little dinosaur. It's very cute. Let me just grab all this real quick. Never have too many stones, and the candle cap mushrooms. Let's switch teams just so we can get this done a little bit faster. Let's go to Order. Can't really beat this team.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Here comes another.
Silence.
Anything there.
Alright, let's finish this fast.
Order guide.
Alright, you asked for it.
Without losing a single percentage of HP. And one more commission, which is just fighting some people. I'm not going to worry about Battle Pass stuff. I will do that off stream. Because Battle Pass stuff is very tedious and pointless and boring. So don't worry about that. Let us fly down here. And switch back to our previous team, which I have called Catch the Wave. Very classic reference. Okay, I think my sound is dying, so I'm going to wait for it to come back because I don't want the stream to freeze. So just give me 1 sec, because I know this issue very well. It happens a lot for some reason. In the meantime, take a look at Mualani. I'm waiting for her to do at least an idol. Look at this idol. It's so ridiculous.
Need a surfboard?
There we go. Alright, anyway. Let's go. So here's what I will do. I will slap down Quoba.
Come on! Show me your courage!
And boom.
Forget it!
Okay, just that easy. Nothing in these boxes. Let's just grab these whistles and this, and we'll be on our way. Alright. I'm gonna claim our primos, and then we can begin. Let's go.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Alright. So, how many primos are we sitting at right now? We are sitting at a pretty comfortable amount. We are close to another 10. We have 43 right now. Am I going to pull for Shilonen? Probably not, but we'll see. I have not... I've tried her a little bit in the test run, but I did not even read it, so I don't even know how she works, and I'm going to wait to watch the Ziox video, because he'll at least explain it better than I can personally understand it. I completely forgot this reset, so actually, let's go ahead and do this. Dump some wishes here. Okay. What do we get here? Not good. That gives us another free wish, though. Oops. Clicked X one too many times. Alright, we got 2 more blues. My phone is blowing up right now. 1 more blue. For 1 of nothing. And for the hell of it, let's just throw these 5 that we just got into the fray. Why not? See what happens. Because I believe I'm on no pity right now. Yep, no pity. So, we're not guaranteed anything. It scared me for a second. Okay, we got a purple. Kind of useless to me because I have her maxed out, but we'll take it. Okay. 2 more. Alright, and we have 10, so that means we're not going to use these ones, but I will just go ahead and... This is the complete wrong thing. Over here. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Now we're sitting at 54. With all that out of the way, it is finally time to begin. Beyond the smoke and mirrors, all names are noble. So let's fast forward the clock 2 days. and let us wait. So how's your day? Tick tock, tick tock as the time goes down. Okay. And the day is now done. Oh, we spawned right here.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
We just did them.
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
Let's go.
Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land.
I know this is just a minor thing, but I'm noticing that, like, the audio doesn't really start normally, like, right on when it's supposed to. Could just be an issue, but I don't know. I kind of noticed it, and it's a little weird.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
That'll lead to faster response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take
See
a
what I
chance
mean?
to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
But the threat of the Abyss is still far from over. But the less work we take, the less we'll earn. Okay.
Keeping Natlan safe and sound is our priority now. The more it can wait.
Can it?
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon. Oh.
Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Okay, so the things I had been reading online are true. Okay, so if you are unaware, let me just see if this next one is going to be an issue here too. Yes, okay. So, you may be wondering, why is she talking, but no sound is coming out? I'm not the best to explain this, but currently there is a bit of an issue regarding voice actors on strike. So, Kachina's VA, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, I apologize, but she is one of the three. I'm pretty sure also Kinich and Ahau, the little dragon thing that floats around with Kinich, are also going to be affected by this. So if you don't hear any dialogue from those three, it's because they're currently active in a strike right now. Support your VAs, people. In the meantime, I guess I'll kind of have to voice act a little bit here. Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay at home and recover. Anyway, I wanted to do something to help. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do the voice. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas, so I came here to sign up. Impressive, Kachina. Hehehe. I don't think I've heard about all the things you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh my god, this goes on for a while. Oh, by the way, Shilonan told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. Oh, thank you. She said that she's all set and we can head over when we're ready. I will say, part of me, because of what I had heard about this situation, wanted me to switch over to a different language, but we're going to keep it to the English because that's the one I've been using consistently for the past, like, 2 years. And it's going to feel weird to switch over to, like, JP or CN. Which, I began playing the game with JP, so I wouldn't be fine, or it wouldn't be too bad with JP, but we're sticking with English.
Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonan, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Hehe, Shilonan is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleaned her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give you her name, she wants to give your name her full attention. Jeez. Then we should probably properly thank her when we meet. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go and see Shilonan together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. You're the future of your tribe. Ah! I don't know how to respond to that. On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump in and hide for a while. Beyond the smoke and mirrors. That's just my water bottle. The quest location is currently involved in... Wait, what did that say? Currently involved in aphid treasure. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have to do this? Okay, I guess we're taking a little bit of a detour. I didn't realize that this was going to interfere with our quest. Whoops. Alright. Gotta go there. I'm gonna hope this is not gonna take too long. Wait, is this part of the... Oh, I have to talk to her anyway. Okay, never mind. What up? How are you? Look at her eyes. They're very green. With blue and yellow in it. Alright, let's not fool around. Okay, so this is not voiced. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna skip through it. Hello, Shilonan. I don't generally care for like the lore for these particular quests. I can always go back and read it, but right now I'm in a mad rush to get through the Archon quest. Apologies. Oh my god, Traveler, you're so cool! Here, let's help make a thing with bugs. Or I don't know what the quest is about. I just know it's something with like bugs. We will kill bugs. Alright. Now, can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay. Let's go. Hey, we just saw her. The leopard lady. Shilonan, I've brought the person who needs an ancient name. This is gonna be a long night. She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name. Thank you.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yeah, maybe. Is that a problem?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Well, where else would we be from? Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
True. Sorry. Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
True.
But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
It's impossible. Exodian. Sorry.
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Oh, yeah. I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
Why am I looking down? So sad.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Nope.
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
True. Oh. Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonan just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Hell yeah.
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is
You're
already
a true
done,
friend of
and it's not
mine.
like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan,
Oh, it's raining
and that I'll be
outside.
able to find a way to make it happen.
It's a good thing I have my window partly closed.
In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work out, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon. Right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her.
True.
If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Tell us your secrets.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to?
True.
Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Just had to grab a bottle of water. Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyab?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess.
Darn.
We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eats Tali.
Lali, I've heard of her before. I've seen her before. She seems fun.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Yeah.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed.
Just opening my water bottle. Yep, let's go.
I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
So a ancient granny who is very demanding of how she wants things to be and wants everyone to kind of basically, I don't know, butter her up a little bit. I might have heard something like that before.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Yep.
Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Lali would still want to show respect to the Archon.
I feel that.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Just give me 1 second to check something here. You might hear a dip in audio. Yeah, I just had to read the comment there. Yeah, absolutely. It does kind of stink that we're not getting the VAs, but unfortunate. It's kind of how it is. But I do hope that there's a speedy resolution to their issue. Not just for the sake of video games, you know, but like, they deserve a fair wage. They deserve a fair shot, and not have their voices be messed with AI stuff that they don't want it to be. You know, I think that's perfectly fair. Yeah, my system is just having a bit of a conniption fit, so just give me a second for it to calm down. And by a conniption fit, I mean it's it's a little bit of my memory, my CPU. All right, no, we're fine. We're fine. All right, let's tap back in and play. Oh, let's ask Kenich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a How won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
That's gonna happen.
All right, Kenich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great. Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Let's go.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
All right. Go meet up with Kenich at the agreed location. Up there. Let's go. Now this one's going to be fun because this is another guy who is not going to be voiced. So we meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Night Wind and convince Sitlali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Seeker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
True.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having
between
companions walk
friends
by
is
your
bad.
side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
Yeah. I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the stadium, the Sacred Flame. The captain, by the way, being Capitano. His name is Auroron. Okay, so we're meeting him pretty soon. And he also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Lolly knows him too?
That's right. Auroran was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind, and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So, in that sense, Auroran and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Fatui voluntarily or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroran hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it just becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Auroran situation. Good idea. That way we can get 2 birds with 1 stone. Like the 2 birds in the background there.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the Spirit Speaker's down.
Did I call it the Spirit Seeker Stone? I meant to say Spirit Speaker.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Kanich.
Real?
Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure. I'll head out right away. Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Yep. God, I'm really stuffy today. Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. I don't know what that means, but... Oh. We're just gonna fast forward it. Doesn't matter. Is this enough? Nope. I do have to actually get it for the morning. Okay, so I need to correct myself. That is 3 birds. Now I'm mad. Will that fix the issue? Yes.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Let me just heal up here real quick. Alright.
Need a surfboard?
Off we go. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon.
How you doing?
I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Tragedy.
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kareniya a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
Deigning.
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna look that word up. Deigning. I've never heard that word in my life. Oops. Okay. I didn't realize. I'm cycling through my stuff. I still had Blue Archive open. So that's nice. I opened up Wikipedia. I meant to go to Google. So, deigning. Do something that one considers to be beneath one's dignity. I see. So it's kind of a fancy way of just saying that that's something that's beneath you. Or doing something that's beneath you. Alright, let us go to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
Need a surfboard?
Need a surfboard? You arrive at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame as expected.
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
Why don't we just barge in?
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
I can tell.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about
There
her
she
like she's some
is.
kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See Lolly.
There she is. Huh?
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eatstily?
Well, it appears you might be mistaken. She might be a granny. She just doesn't look like it. You might say that she's a Seat Lolly Baba.
Yes, Granny Eatsley.
but emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
We talking about Nahida? Well, not specifically with this one, but I mean, that applies to her.
Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Okay.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you?
I was gonna say.
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenich's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. Whoever is in charge of the sound mixing in this video game, please, for the love of Christ, fix her audio. Do you hear the sharp S's? It's painful in my headphones right now. Please, it's like with her, with Amber, with Ayaka, with fucking Candace. Oh my god. The only one who never has this issue, from what I can hear, is Paimon.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
Sorry.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Wow. That is really... Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh?
When the Masters of the Night Winds say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
It's for me. Explains Pyrocon's request as well as the difficulty she's encountered.
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first.
I gotta say, so I was waiting to see how they pronounced her name. So Mauika is generally how they're doing it. I guess it's a silent V. Let's go with that.
And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say,
Yes, I
he's always
have.
been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
We'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
Oh, you want to take a good look at me?
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Excuse me. What was all that supposed to mean?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night.
Oh.
Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing?
What is
Your
this?
Paimon, is the traveler gonna be
something?
okay?
Shoo!
Oh.
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Oh.
No need to worry.
Okay.
I've just cleared out the last of them.
Sure.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Oh, that's nice.
In that case, better to get rid of them.
Nice little bit of chaos. Yeah. Thank you.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
True.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
We will be dreamwalkers.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
You'll be fine.
We'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
You never know.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us!
Yes, sir. Or yes, madam.
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
Yes, all right. Hey, first part done. All right, first let me just my PC is very warm right now, so let's go ahead and just lower these graphics a little bit. I'm sorry if it's going to look a little bit worse for wear. Okay, we are not keeping it on 30 FPS. That's not happening. We are switching that back to 60. Probably doesn't help that we're also in full screen, but I don't care.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible.
Investigate clues. How far do we gotta go? That far? Well, let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna check something here real fast. We are all fine. Okay, never mind. Oops. Let's get on a move. How did that damage me?
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui.
I don't know.
I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kareniya say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Could you tell us a little more about him?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him. He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
If all else there is to him, then it really doesn't sound like a bad person. I mean, he sounds okay.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements.
Let's do
Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things.
Yeah, she's special.
Here, give me your hand. How about now?
What do you see?
What do I see? Oh, I see it. I can see the trail now.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
What can't she
It
do?
requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's.
Well,
When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
sure. Whatever you say.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that
Why
I'm
is it
already
question
pretty
marks?
easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Ugh. Don't
Believe
tell
me,
me
you
they're
look
still
just
getting
fine.
the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
I think I just heard a voice. Wait, but wasn't it in my ears? Was it all in my mind?
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
It was. Sus. Seems Paimon heard the same voice, but she also looks like she's understood what's going on. Let me think. It must be a side effect of the spell she cast.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
So we can now hear her thoughts through telepathy? Wow, this is amazing. Something like this could only happen with Sid Lolly.
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
We are the W Havers. You bet. Just leave it to us. Let's go. So investigate the campsite.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look. That little brat, I swear. I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into any real trouble.
Look at these capybaras, man. They're so cute. Look at them. They're just chilling. Alright.
Yeah, judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
What's odd about it?
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed
Distress.
being threatened. We've got to find him. Fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But...
True.
But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
Your grandson.
No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
We're just sitting here scratching our heads. Continue forward and investigate. First, let me just, fucking nothing here. Just light this up. And on the path we walk.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanish told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
Huh.
Why can't you be on our team all the time?
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me.
Damn.
There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Seems like Auroron found a chance to fight back.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Sidlali looks pretty worried. Indeed, judging by the distress signal from before, Auroron was being held by the Fatui, so given the differences in numbers, he probably wouldn't have been able to overpower them. Okay, why is it not...
Given there are two signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
Sure thing.
Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. Oh, you little brat.
And off she goes.
That's her favorite word.
Traveler, did you hear all of that as well?
Yeah.
Once Seatlolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response.
So the telepathy doesn't go both ways? Can we say things about her that she won't know?
So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads.
I don't think Sitlali noticed anything.
She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Split up and investigate. She's all the way over there. What are we looking for?
Race you! Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Looks like we found something. There are traces of phlogiston here, but
Did you find something?
I found some traces of phlogiston, but the trail completely ends here.
Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here.
Nope.
That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
Paimon's right. This is all extremely strange. Also,
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind.
there he
beneath the
is.
earth.
Huh? Whose voice was that just now? Well, I wonder who. The person we've been following for a good minute here now. Did we just black out? Huh? Oh. What a place. We're here again. The Night Kingdom. How did I get here? And here he comes.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Huh?
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment.
What,
And given your
Kachina?
combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
I did not realize that this guy had two different colored eyes. Like, look at that. One that's like blue and one that's like pink. But what does this mean? Have you escaped the Fatui's custody?
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
He's here too? The captain?
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful
Hi.
with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process.
Why do you have
It's
to do
taking
this to
all
me,
my
though?
concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom.
So you are working together. What do you want?
I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will
Okay.
use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Not really like I have much of a choice in the matter. But sure. Don't touch me.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Ah, I'm fine. Was my soul forcibly removed from my body just now? That would explain why I couldn't hear Paimon at all.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere?
I'm fine, just a little lightheaded.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If they were being truthful, then they must have reasonable motivations for what they did. But should I trust them? I could just share everything with Paimon and Sitlali right now, but that'd mean giving up on the lead. I still haven't had much dealings with either the Fatui or the Masters of the Night Wind. I suppose I'll stay quiet for now, and see if I can find out about anything else.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
Thanks, everyone. I'm feeling fine now.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now.
Even though the situation remains quite urgent, you take a longer break with Paimon and see Lolly. Roran's words still echo in your mind. Meanwhile, Lolly continues to eyes and even performs another checkup.
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was holding you up.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Sure thing. Go to the campsite that Lolly found. This way. Sorry, living creature. I'm just a little lazy.
Look over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the
There's
camp.
Auroron.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
So that's Auroron. He does look the same as when I spoke to him in the Night Kingdom earlier.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work
Kosterlitsky.
to do?
That's a name.
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
She's a little terrified.
Are you
but-
ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1!
Let's go.
Still trying to resist?
Oh.
You've got no idea who you're up against.
Get me out of the dinosaur. Thank you. Alright.
Strike a pose!
This should be fun. Time to fulfill my duty.
I got this.
Check this out.
Can't run from death.
Let me just heal up a little bit.
Woohoo!
Okay, so I realized my problem here.
Solidify!
Need some overload.
I will have order.
Because I don't have anything for electric.
Booba, get them.
Come on.
Oh, brilliant!
Woohoo! Action at the flame. Eat this.
Gather!
Just brute force.
This isn't good.
Need a surfboard?
Order guide!
That's fine.
Time to shine!
Let's ride.
Miscalculated.
Glumness of death.
That was
Auroron!
a bit of a mess.
Granny!
I
Granny.
didn't know she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
I mean, look at her. She looks like she's the same age as us.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
Hey, watch it. How dare you call me Granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to.
Thank you. The way he talks has definitely changed, but it doesn't feel like he's putting on an act. He asked me to do whatever I could to help keep things a secret, and even said it'd be for Sitlali's sake. So you treat everyone like they're your uncles and aunties?
Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
Sure.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake.
Sorry.
You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance.
Jeez.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So why did you do it?
Just very honest.
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value, and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
Apparently.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Why not?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
He's a bit clueless.
Right.
Go to the speaker's chamber. Return to the city, and Sitlali brings you to the speaker's chamber, where you recount everything that has happened to Auroron. Why doesn't it give us this the entire time, where you can just click on it?
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Sitlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Sitlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be counting on you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news.
Oh, okay.
Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, other Granny.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite. Sus look. That look on his face. He's probably trying to remind me about my promise. He doesn't strike me as a liar. Had I not seen everything for myself, I'd never have guessed that he could have done so much work behind Sitlali's back. What does he really want?
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub.
Paimon, there's something I need to tell you.
Huh? What is it, Traveler?
You pull Paimon aside and tell her everything that you saw earlier when you collapsed.
What? That captain?
Keep your voice down.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you?
That's correct.
Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Sitlali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
I'm still not completely sure. We still need more information.
Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Wait until 8 o'clock the next day. Can I get it right on the money? Right there. Oops. There we go. All right. Go to the agreed location. Well, just a little bit of maracas first. All right, let's go. Oh, okay, let's just TP. give her some food.
Need a surfboard?
'Cause it looks like she's about to die. So. Just grab a couple of these. Why not?
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
I think we're above that. It's fine. Hmm? Oh, there he is.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
How you doing?
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
It's a habit that you
And
gotta
what's with
break.
you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
So what's the purpose of this meeting? Let's get straight to the point. Just looking around and nobody's in sight.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent.
Oh,
The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
and he's here too again. I'm only interested in the intel. I don't really care how the Fatui thinks of me.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Why?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
Okay.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back?
Who knows?
If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
Backup plan. Then what's the main plan?
Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
That's just your speculation.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with this backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Hey, he just disappears.
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
What's coming?
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
Damn.
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Do you?
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child. Well, a grown child, but okay.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
Whatever you say. Our conversation with the captain was interrupted at the most crucial moment. But if Auroron's still here, maybe we can still learn the rest from him. We got an achievement for that. Turn to the stadium.
Carving waves!
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it!
Those subtitles were
Why
way
did you
off.
help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Apparently so. Looks like Auroron has no intention of answering her. These pauses are insane.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
What is up with this
I'm
guy?
sorry that you have to hear all this.
It's fine. Well, it's definitely a little awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy.
That is weird.
Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friends scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
Okay.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
What is your problem?
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
Huh? Something's off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
What? How did he get that
back
far
here
away?
this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Calm down.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
He still doesn't want to tell us anything about his goals.
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial.
You don't know that.
Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later.
The captain probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Auroron would have no reason to keep following him. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster to just approach the Pyro Archon and confirm to what the captain had said. And also, I can tell that Auroron's stubbornness has hurt Lolly deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. What was all that about Auroron's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
Let's ride.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Sure.
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Yeah.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Paimon's got a secret food fund.
How did this become Paimon's bill?
Just gonna stare.
See, Lolly looks quite down on herself. Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that? So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly. Paimon will take care of it.
Speaking of meals.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some more,
Well, this is not exactly a meal. It's gonna be a little noisy. But this is a double Dutch stroopwafel cookies. They're little cookies that are made, you know, if you ever had stroopwafel, it's a Dutch cookie. It's kind of like a little bit of a waffle looking outside with a syrupy inside. It's really good.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
True.
Sure, that's fine with us. But Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Oh, it sure will. Go to the inn.
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out.
Okay,
So just show up and I'll handle the rest. Off we
Sorry, I shouldn't speak with my mouth full. Bottle after bottle. It's not just one. Alright, I'm going to take a quick minute of break. Give me 1 second. I will be back very shortly. It's only going to take me a couple minutes. All right, I am back. Let's get this gravy train back on here. Let me just move that back. Here we go.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
I see one.
Are they twins?
No, you're just like smashed.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss.
Do you think she's drunk?
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Okay, so these two right here, Sidlali and Chanka, or Shanka, whatever, they have the opposite problems with their mics. Sidlali's VA, you can hear ss, but her, it's all muted. Which I at least like that a little better than the sharp S's on Sidlali.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sidlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait,
Damn.
so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Don't let her hear you say that.
She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Night Wind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chanka?
It's Chanka.
Please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
A few more. She just drunk some bottles, now she's having more. No, she's definitely drunk.
Seat Lowy? Seat Lowy?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Seat Lowy? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next.
I love
you
the dead fish
lose,
eyes.
and
They're
then
great.
run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Guy in the background's like, I've had
Seat
enough of
Lowy,
this shit.
you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Who, me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher.
Yeah,
you
don't-
tell him.
Don't wag your finger at me. Thank you for all your teachings, ma'am.
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Jeez.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Huh?
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this
That's
another specialty of
something.
the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sitlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
What? Are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
That's
I'm gonna
gross.
hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about before. Like, literally, who asked?
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
Catch the evening breeze?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
True.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely, you know the feeling too?
I do.
Actually, about that.
Should we just tell her?
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
Alright, said Lolly. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. You describe the events that took place during Auroran's rescue as objectively, fairly, and impartially, Jesus Christ, as possible. Sid Lolly shared some of her senses with you through a spell, allowing you to temporarily hear her thoughts.
So, you heard my...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
True, we were just kind of listening in.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
So that, happens to you a lot.
Does it?
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Sure. Are you okay? You look dejected.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Oh, my apologies. Let's just hope she doesn't do anything stupid.
Off we go.
Oh, okay, this way.
Off we go.
Out to the stadium?
Well, great view, right?
Okay.
I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you for bringing us here.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
Is she?
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eastley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Yeah, Paimon's right. I mean, you're little when you're drunk, but otherwise...
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth.
Okay.
Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
It's an interesting idea.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person into the Night Kingdom, wouldn't that just kill him? Maybe.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroron escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroron would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool?
Would be a bit fucked up.
It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we
I imagine
can't just
so.
let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back.
Yeah, that should be our next step.
You don't look so good, Lolly. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good.
No, it's not doing good.
Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard.
Don't worry, you don't have to do all of this alone.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Yep.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Sure thing.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Yeah, we should tell the Pyro Archon what we've learned.
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
She needs to know regardless. We should just be up front.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's... go to bed.
Bedtime. To whence the smoke drifts. Return to the inn to rest. Gotta go down this way.
Need a surfboard? Off we go.
In we go.
Why is it so noisy outside? Paimon still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Let's go see. Oh. There she is.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here.
What about Auroron?
I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend.
Be careful. I'll keep an eye out for Auroron as well.
Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
It's gotta be something crazy. Go to the stadium. Oh. We got the gang all
over
here.
Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Well, I say the whole gang, but we've got Wolani, Chaska, her sister there, I don't remember what her name is, and Yansan.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
All at once?
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon first. I learned a few things from the captain.
Yeah, that does sound important.
Oh?
No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Okay.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm coming.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
We met the captain.
What?
You tell Mauvika, Mauika. This
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He
can't
thinks I'm being
not
stubborn.
pronounce the B. Mauika. Mauika. It's something like that. Well, is it true? Can the Gnosis do what he said?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process.
That's crazy.
Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet.
I'm surprised the Gnosis has this function. It doesn't sound like something an Archon would do.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro-Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
The Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us, and she seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new way of saving Natlan is the key.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Maybe a little.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
What you talking about?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
Not at all.
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
What's she gonna do, beat me up?
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Are the current attacks the beginning of the real disaster?
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
I don't know, did she?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon.
Well, you're human
No
after
matter
all.
how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
I'm sure you're an inspiration to all your warriors.
I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fight.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Stay safe, Mawika.
No need to worry about me.
If you say so. Oh my god. She's still busy in this? Alright, well, I didn't want to have to do this, but I think I'm going to be cutting this stream here pretty short comparatively because I am having a lot of trouble keeping my eyes open right now. I did not get a lot of sleep and I need to get some kind of sleep. So that's exactly what I think I'm going to do. If any of you had stayed around for the stream, thank you. If anyone's watching the VOD, thank you for watching. And I don't have too much else to say. So with that being said,
Ever tried chasing waves?
I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here right now. So that's it for me. My name is Kareniya, and don't forget, you're always welcome in Kareniya's room. Have a good day, folks.